Hey guys, you're doing great so far. We're on problem 6 of the College Board Online Practice Test Section 2. And this is a great problem because it deals with triangles, and triangles are huge on the SAT. So let's read the problem. The problem says, in isosceles triangle ABC above, line segment AM and CM are the angle bisectors of angles BAC and angle BCA. What is the measure of angle AMC? Okay, let's take a step back and let's think about all the facts that were given to us in this problem. First, we have the actual triangle, which I've written down here on our whiteboard. And then the first fact that comes to me is that it's an isosceles triangle. And remember, the problem never gives you extra information. It just gives you what you need. So every bit of information you're going to need to solve this problem. So we know that it's an isosceles triangle. And if you remember your terms of triangles, an isosceles triangle is a triangle that has two equal sides and two equal angles, okay? So it's even on two of the angles. And so you know two of the angles in this triangle are going to be the same. Okay, so the second thing is that the line segments AM, which are over here, and CM are angle bisectors. And what a bisector is that it splits the angle right down the middle, okay? So if you have an angle and then you have a bisector to that angle, it's just splitting it right in half. Okay, so with those facts, I can already see that it's an isosceles triangle. So angle A here, because again, remember, the isosceles triangle is triangle BAC. So it's B to A to C. So we're talking about the big triangle. Okay, so angle A has to equal angle C. Now I know that because they have given me the 40 here in the problem. We know that angle B equals 40 degrees. And the way the triangle is shown, it's obvious that angle A is equal to angle C, and that those have to be the two equal angles. Okay, so if that's the case, how the heck are we supposed to know what angle M is? Alright, well let's start with what we know. We know that angle B is 40, and we know that angle A and angle C equal each other. This is perfect because if you remember your rules of triangles, you know that a triangle that has, that all the angles in a triangle always add up to 180 degrees. Always, for every triangle, all the angles equal 180 degrees. Okay, so we can write down a quick equation with that, right? So we have 40 degrees, which is our angle B, plus A, and I'm just writing that to mean angle A, plus C, and that's angle C, equal 180. Okay, there's my 180. So if I solve this equation, I'm left with A plus C equals 140. And I just subtracted 40 from both sides of the equation. Okay, so another thing I know is that A equals C. So I'm going to write that down as one of my facts. A equals C. So since I know that, I can replace C with A, because I know they equal the exact same. So I'm left with 2A equals 140 and A equals 70. And if A equals 70, that means that C also has to equal 70. Okay, great. So now I have three angles here. I have angle A is equal to 70, and I have angle C is equal to 70. But we're still trying to get over here to angle M. And remember that 70 is this entire angle. So my next fact is that we have angle bisectors. We know that these lines split the angles right down the middle. So if each angle is 70 and it's split right down the middle, that means that the two remaining angles have to be 35, right? So we have 35 here and 35 here because this guy split our 70 in half. And then same thing on this side, right? They're both 70, they're both angle bisectors, so they're both split into two angles of 35. Okay, great. So lastly now we have to find angle M, and now it's easy because we remember that all the angles in a triangle, any triangle, have to equal 180 degrees, and for this small triangle we now have two of the angles. So we're going to do a quick equation that says 35 plus 35 plus M equals 180. And then we're going to just quickly do the math here. 35 plus 35 we know is 70. So we have 70 plus M equals 180. And then if you're quick with adding and subtracting, you know that M equals 110. So let's see if that's one of our answer choices. What do you know it is? It's answer choice A. Now, if you break that problem down to the sum of its parts, or I'm sorry, if you break it down just into the little individual parts, each fact of the problem, and you take that fact on its own, and then you try and build on it, you ask yourself, okay, I know that angle B is 40 degrees, but I also, how do I find the other two angles? What do I know about triangles? Oh, all the angles have to equal 180. Okay, how do I get the other two angles? You just have to keep asking yourself, what are the rules of triangles? How are they going to help me solve this problem? Because the SAT wants you to know the rules of triangles, so they're going to expect that you know them. So they're going to do a lot of problems like this that they give you some facts, but not every fact, and you have to fill in the blanks through that process by recalling the actual rules of the triangle. So make sure you study those.